What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 53. If you look at my friends list right here, you'll see a bunch of people DCing, so I hope I don't DC during this intro. If you guys did watch till the end of the last video, you heard me mention that I do want to start up doing news and updates videos for the RuneScape updates and the Jagex Q&A summaries between my hardcore series videos. So what I'm actually going to be doing is leaving a straw poll in the description. So it'd be cool if you guys could all go and vote on that. But back to doing fishing, still going for 80. That should be achievable today pretty easily. Top page right now is 1795 total, so I should get that today also. But I'm gonna head back over to Bar Village, start doing some fishing, and I'll see you guys back once I reach 78. First level of the video, there is 78 fishing, so I haven't gained as much XP as I would have wanted to again today because the DCs are still pretty bad. I found a little workaround for it, so I'm not DCing as much now. But the plan still stands, gonna get 80 fishing. I'll probably get an agility level within that time as well. After that, I'll probably just skill hop a bunch. Once I get bored of one, I'll hop to the next one. I do want to do some smithing, some hunter, and maybe even some rune crafting though. 77 agility, I also did manage to get myself to 79 fishing, also getting very close to 1800 total. So there is fishing done with for now. There is level 80. I did manage to get probably about 25 to 30k farming XP as well, farming my Quorums. I'll show you guys how many of those I farmed in the bank in a second. So like I said before, I'm probably going to be skill hopping a lot. I do want to check how much XP I can get from all the myth bars and steel bars I have in my bank. 247 Quorums is the amount I was able to farm while I was doing fishing. I'm going to continue doing herb runs throughout everything I'm doing until I go back to Slayer. I might continue then, but I don't know yet. So this is what the tab looks like with all the supplies I got from Slayer. So what I'm going to be doing first is making steel darts with the steel bars. The reason I am doing darts is because of the fletching XP. I'll get around 300k fletching XP just from adding the feathers to the darts. Then I'll probably go make some gold bars. When I get to 68 smithing, I'll start making myth plate bodies. I'm not too sure how I want to do updates with this yet, but I'll figure something out and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Instead of showing the levels I got, I decided to just make all of the darts. It got me to 67, 156k XP from that. One more level until we can make the myth plate bodies. I do have a total of 41,830 darts. I do need to go and buy some more feathers and then go through the whole process of attaching these manually. So by the end of this, my wrist will probably be dead. I'm not even halfway into doing this now and my wrist hurts so damn bad. There's 74 fletching and 1,800 total. I believe with this level, I did just get top page again. So now the goal is going to be to keep it. I think I've been top page maybe 3 or 4 times and fell off it. So I'm hoping I get a few more levels from these darts, but we'll see where we end up. There's the darts all finished. They got me 21k away from a fletching level, so I think I'm just going to go and use the maples I have in my bank and get the rest of the XP off the maple longbows. There is something I do want to try maybe towards the end of this video with these maples as well. I want to try fletching them in the 5-minute wait period while I'm buying grapes from the RFD chest. That sounded a little confusing, guys. Don't know what I mean. You'll see probably later in the video. But I do want to test that compared to the mess hall to see if it would be better cooking XP or not. And that is fletching done with for now. As you guys know, I am still doing these herb runs, so I'm 1.5k away from a farming level, which I will be getting from this Quorum run. If I remember from the last time I looked, I think I almost have 69 to 70 herb banked in just Quorums. So once I get that, I'll probably just go for that quick level just for having another 70 stat. 63 farming, now I'm going to go head over to Blast Furnace and start using all of the gold I have so I can get myself to 68 smithing and start making those myth plate bodies. So since I actually don't have staminas right now, I don't want to do a lot of this because I'll be walking through it. I'm just going to be using enough to get myself a little bit over 68 to where once I do my myth plate bodies, it'll get me to 70 smithing. It would be nice to use all of these right now because it would get me to maybe like 73 or 74 smithing, but just for efficiency's sake, I'm going to wait until I get staminas. One of the rare times you see a double system update within like 2 hours. So I did end up getting the level I needed being 68. I'm going to head over and start making these myth plate bodies now. Still haven't done the math on how much GP I'm going to be getting when I alch those. I'll probably do that after I finish making all of them. Once again, I find a way to screw up my math somehow by like very little numbers, but I am going to get 70 from this next myth plate body. I have about 50 more bars left to go, so I'm just going to go and finish that out really quick. Probably take like a minute and a half, and then I'll show you guys how many I actually got. I don't know if we unlock anything. Addy I think 70 is actually unlocking Addy. 430 myth plate bodies is what we ended up with. It's not as much in an alch as I thought it was going to be. It's around 1.3 mil. I was hoping it'd be over 2 mil. I don't really need that GP right now though, so I'm going to save it for when I do agility. The plan right now is going to be to finish the Varrock medium diary. The reason I'm doing that is because it gives you a 10% chance at mining 2 ores up to mithril. And if you guys look on the guide, granite is under mithril, so Doing this will give me more XP per hour when I go and mine granite, and I plan to do that from 62 to 70. I kind of just want to go for all 70 plus stats right now while I'm waiting for these DCs to go away. I think the only annoying thing I have to do for these diaries is getting this dig site pendant, because like last time I did it on my main Iron Man, I think it took me like an hour and a half to get that damn thing. It's honestly about time I started doing these diaries, because the only thing I've actually done diary wise so far is Karamji Easy, so this is way past overdue. So there's the easy tasks completed for the Rock Diary. Luckily, I did get the necklace I needed. I need to go and talk to them and chant a ruby necklace to make the dig site pendant, but that one only took me like 10 times or something. On my other account, it took like 250 or something. As I mentioned before, this is like the only hard thing of the medium diary, so finishing this now should be pretty easy. Medium diary completed. I'm going to go and head to the center of a rock and get this reward now, and then I'm going to head over and start doing some mining. So this should give me some decent herb XP as well. I can't remember how much these lamps give. I think it's going to be like maybe 7k or something. So there's 2.5k. I think this one is 5k. So getting those drops, I actually have enough to get to 70 herb now with the corms I have in my bank. So right as I finished this diary, Dink gave me 3 bonds, so shout out to this guy. I was actually running out, and I don't have membership on my other accounts, and all of the items I'd be dropping from my Iron Man are members items, so I'd be pretty screwed. So he saved me a lot here, so a big shout out to him. Thank you so much. Just mentioned that I did have enough to get to 70 herb, so there is another 70 stat. Now I'm going to go ahead and start doing some mining. I don't know how I'm going to do the updates for this one. I think I might do 2. I'll do one at 66 and then another one once I get to 70. But I'm just going to be doing granite. I'm hoping to get over 50k XP per hour. I don't know what it is at 62. I know you can get like 62k XP per hour, but I think that's like 80. Before I do go over there though, I did want to show you guys my rank right now. So I mentioned before I did get to top page. By the end of this video, I'm hoping to be maybe around rank 17 or 18, because I do want to do a lot of rune crafting and hunter after mining as well. Here's the halfway point, 66 mining. I did want to mention a few things here. I do not want to try to tick manipulate mining. I've tried it before and I'm not very good at it, so I'm just going to stick to basically mining a full inventory and then just dropping it. When I go back to fishing, I might try to 3-tick that. Since the shift drop click came out, it might be a little bit easier to do now. I'm going to try to get to 70 before I actually have to go to sleep today, but I might end up getting it tomorrow when I wake up. So here's another level 70 stat. What I'm actually going to be doing now is going and buying some emeralds. I want to do lava rune crafting, so I'm going to need a lot from that. I do want to show you guys how I buy my emeralds. It's a pretty unique method. Some people might know it, but it is the best way to get emeralds, in my opinion, on Iron Man. I'm not too sure what level I'm going to be going for with rune crafting. I think I might just stop at 60. Also, with stuff like ZMI, I don't really want to do ZMI because the XP rates are pretty bad. I want to try to get as much XP as I can per essence, since I'm not going to be doing a lot of Zora, so the essence is a little bit more important. Okay, for getting emeralds, what you guys are going to want to do is get a bunch of Tokkul. The best way to do this is by selling these chaos runes to the rune store over here. Once you get a bunch of Tokkul, you can trade the guy here, and he sells uncut emeralds for 75 Tokkul each. I'd say at least 95% of the time nobody's here doing this, so it'd be pretty quick for you guys, but you just buy them and hop worlds. It's between 13 and 14 worlds you're going to be able to hop between before you're going to get kicked off. Once you guys do get kicked off, just log into the next world, and what you're going to do then is you're basically just going to sit in a single world for 5 minutes. The reason you're doing it for 5 minutes is because that's how long it takes for the timer to reset to where you won't get kicked for logging in. So once you get auto-logged, sit here, and it takes, I believe, a minute. So you're going to sit here, do something, make darts, alch. Normally what I'd be doing is alching, but I'm on the Lunar Spellbook right now, so I can't do that. But you basically just alch, and then every minute you look back, like there's another one already here, it just reset because I got it on the timer. But you do that for 5 minutes, and then you continue hopping worlds. The last time I tested this, I was getting, I think, 110 emeralds per hour. So right now I need to buy, I believe, 57. I tried to figure out how many I'm going to need to get to 60 rune crafting from doing lavas. I might be wrong, I might need to buy a little bit more, I might take too much, but I'll see you guys back once I'm ready to start doing lavas. I have all my dueling rings made and everything. I made a pretty big mistake when I was getting those emeralds and dueling rings and everything. I made all of the emeralds I had into dueling rings and completely forgot I needed binding necklaces as well, so I had to go back and get maybe 60 extra ones. So for those of you that do lavas a lot or rune crafting in general, you notice I'm not using any pouches right now. I do want to save the binding necklace charges, so I'm going to wait until I unlock the large pouch at 50 and then just use the medium and large pouches. So I'll probably do 2 updates with this. The first one will be once I reach level 50 and unlock the pouches, and the other one will probably just be once I get either 59 or 60. 50 rune crafting, the large pouch is unlocked, so I'm going to go ahead, change my inventory up, use the medium and large pouches like I mentioned before. So one more thing, for those of you that haven't done fires or lavas before, once you run out of run energy, you actually use Clan Wars to bank. Once your run energy is, I'd say, 20 or under. You don't need to do this if you have staminas, but those take a while to get to. Also, you just get runes for NPC contact. You contact the Dark Mage if your pouches break, and that's how you repair them. I decided I'm actually just going to go to 59 because 59 is when you can make double cosmics. I'm not going to make any this video, but that's when I'll probably stop. There is 59 rune crafting, a total of 172k rune crafting XP gain to get to that, and I can now make double cosmics as I mentioned before. I still have about 40k pure essence left as well, so it didn't really waste much getting to this level. If you guys remember from very early on in the video, I mentioned that I was going to be testing fletching and buying grapes. Completely forgot I have a bank pin, so I need to wait until that update they're pulling right now where if you type in your bank pin, then you don't have to retype it if you hop worlds, only if you log out. So once that update comes out, which it is passing right now, I'll be sure to go and test that. But since I've been using a VPN, it's been pretty stable. I've only DC'd once in like 3 days now, so I'm going to go back to doing Slayer. I'm just going to be pretty safe with it. What I'm going to be doing is, in the aggro period, I'm just going to be praying. So if I DC, it won't really matter. You guys won't see me doing that right now because I'm actually doing a voiceover of this and I wasn't thinking about that until now. I definitely will not get a level this video. I'll probably only be able to do like 1.5 tasks because I am about to go to sleep, but it should be able to get a decent amount of XP nonetheless. So it's actually about 10 minutes before I have to upload this video. I gained 153k defense XP, like I said, and there wasn't really much time. 345k away from a defense level. So the next video is more than likely going to be all Slayer once again. I'm hoping I can get to 93. I think I said in the last video I wanted to get 93 Slayer in that one, but I do really want to get to Dust Devils. As always, I hope you guys really did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Since I am back to doing Slayer, I have no idea how long it's going to take to get the next one out. It could be 5 to 6 days, so I'm sorry about that, guys, but depending on how many of you guys like the idea of doing those updates on Thursday, you will get one more video every week, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.